last few weeks, I've been seeing a lot of videos posted by people that have just lost their jobs, videos by job seekers who are saying they've applied for 1,500, 2,000 positions and they're not getting any callbacks, and other people complaining about ageism in the hiring process. So in this video, I want to break down some of these trends in people's content and provide hopefully some guidance around navigating having lost a job and finding a new one. You know, we've all been there. We've all lost a job. Losing a job is like a double punch in the stomach. Not only are you immediately concerned about your income, paying bills, paying rent, paying mortgage, to a degree, it's like having your sense of identity stripped of you. So what do you do when you receive notice that your position's been terminated? In fact, what I'm proposing here is an exercise and is something that you should be doing even if you haven't lost your job. Put yourself in a position of somebody who is about to lose a job. This way that, should it happen, you can ultimately be much better prepared. Obviously, the first thing I suggest doing is reviewing your finances. What bills do you have coming out? How much money do you need over the next, say, 2, 3, 4 months? Speak to your human resources representative about termination or severance pay. File any unemployment claims if you're eligible. Now be careful that some regions, if you are collecting severance pay, you cannot claim unemployment at the same time. So you may have to wait until your severance is paid out to you before you can submit a claim for unemployment. But definitely find out what you're entitled to from your company, especially if you haven't received any notice. Take a look at your resume. Is it fully updated? Have you added any new training, certifications? Have you updated it with your most recent job description? And again, this is something I suggest doing all the time. Take a few moments to really think about what it is you want to be doing. Obviously, look at your experience. In a very hyper-competitive job market, I find that it's very useful to niche down a little bit. So within your current job, is there something that you've done that makes you particularly unique? Can you take that and really focus an application to a position or to a company that might be interested in your unique skill sets? You know, there could be a lot of programmers, a lot of project managers, a lot of operations managers out there. But do you have experience in a particular industry working with a particular product? Focus on that and highlight that when you're making applications to other companies. If you haven't already, definitely set up a LinkedIn account. It's a fantastic networking tool and it has a really good job board on it. And really what's interesting is that it makes applying for jobs really quite easy. Just a simple click of a button. If you ever see a job that you're interested in and you see that there's perhaps 200-300 applicants, don't let that put you off. I can guarantee that the majority of the people that are applying are not qualified for the position. When I used to post positions in my recruiting company for positions that we were hiring for, we'd receive applications from all over the world. The vast majority, in fact, of people were not even working in this particular industry that we were hiring for. They were just hoping to apply for everything. So don't let the number of other applicants put you off. If your resume is dialed in, if you're hitting the right requirements, you should be getting through the applicant tracking system. If you have a LinkedIn profile, again, much like your resume, make sure that it's fully up to date. And listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with reaching out to your network of people, creating a post and say that you're back on the job market. Does anybody have any leads for you? If you've been building a network over a while, leverage that network, you know, and your first, second, even third level connections. Put out a post saying that you are interested in any open positions if there are any. And if you haven't got one, create an Indeed account. Again, Indeed is another job board. You can upload your resume. In fact, when we were headhunting or when we were sourcing what we'd call passive candidates for positions, my guys would often go to Indeed first before they would source candidates or applicants on LinkedIn. So make sure that you create an Indeed account and upload your updated resume to it. If you haven't already, consider contacting staffing agencies, you know, private sector recruiters who work with a multitude of different clients. They're incentivized monetarily to actually place people. So contact recruiters ask if you can submit your resume to them for review, and if there's a match to any open positions, and if they can keep you in mind when they're considering new mandates from clients. Never, ever pay for the services of a staffing agency. They do this freely. They get paid by the companies they're working for. Again, never, ever pay to have to employ the services of a recruiting company. Obviously, there's going to be a big change in your life, right? So what I think is really critical is maintaining a routine. So try and get up at the same time every day. Get dressed as if you're going to work. Set aside time every day to send out resumes, to review job boards, to make contact with people in your industry, send out connection requests on LinkedIn. So dedicate some time to working on your job hunt. In essence, treat the job hunt as a job itself. But I think what's really critically important is that maintaining a schedule will give a sense of framework, will create a framework around your day rather than just waking up and wondering what it is you're going to do. Stay focused, stay on task to what it is you need to do, which is find a new position. And I think really one of the most important things is to not get too down. Spend a few days and get over the shock of losing a position, but don't let it define you. It's a temporary setback. You will find another job, but don't let this drag you down to the point of depression. Stay in touch with people, with positive people especially, that can help you, that can lift your spirits, that can help brighten your day a little bit. Go to the gym, do some exercise every day to keep your health in check, but to give you energy, to give you a sense of purpose every day. Go into this period as, I know it sounds trite, but go into this with a sense of, okay, listen, I can make some changes here. I can grow a little bit. I can do some personal development training. Use the time productively. Don't get down on the fact that you've lost your job. It's their loss. The company that let you go lost a great employee. Don't get too negative. Stay away from negative people. Try to avoid contact with other people that might have lost their job at the company as well, because you'll just be going around in a circle talking about what happened to you and how unfair it was. It is unfair. Unfortunately, now's not the time to really dwell on that. It's time to stay focused, stay sharp, and move on to the next position. So you will see a lot of videos from people that are complaining of ageism. I saw somebody was complaining that he didn't get the job because he's out of shape. One thing I find very common to a lot of these videos is that the job hunter themselves, doesn't seem to be putting in a whole lot of effort. It's just sending out applications, not updating their resume. It's just like throwing mud at a barn door and hoping some will stick. It's not really the best approach to take. Companies at the end of the day are looking for the best employees they possibly can. They're looking for candidates who are going to bring a ton of great experience and help elevate and advance the objectives of their company. If you're sending out the same resume to 1,000 jobs and you're not tweaking it, not making any adjustments, 100% you're not going to be getting any callbacks. You need to tweak the resume. You can't take for granted that the applicant tracking systems are going to read between the lines and see what it is that you can bring. Make sure that the requirements of the job posting are firmly and exactly represented in your resume. So if they, for example, are asking for Microsoft Office, put Microsoft Office, not MS Office. If they're asking for 5 years of project management experience, create an introduction, say with over 5 years of project management experience. Make sure that the key requirements, or those requirements in the job posting that are listed more than once, make sure that they are fully represented in your resume. It does mean that you'll have to spend time tweaking your resume for each application, but doing this will save you having to send out thousands and not getting any replies. So to quickly recap, 1, reach out to the Human Resources Department and find out about any severance or termination pay that you're entitled to. Take an audit of your financial responsibilities, of your outgoings, and see what position you're in right now. File an unemployment claim if you're eligible. 2, check your resume. Is it fully updated? Do you have your new position on it? Have you added any new skills, any new training courses that you've taken? Update the resume so that it's good to go. Thirdly, audit your skill sets, audit your experience, and see really what it is that you want to do. Can you go into this new phase of job hunting with a more refined, clearer sense of direction? Create or update your LinkedIn profile. Reach out to your network. Create a post and say that you're back on the job market and you're looking for a new position. Use your network. Reach out to agency recruiters. Ask them if there's any positions that your resume is a match for. Create a daily routine. Treat the job hunt as a job itself. Get up at the same time every day. Go to the gym. Go for a walk. Do exercise. Create a routine. Commit yourself to sending out X number of resumes a day. Stay in contact with others in your field. Reach out to friends, family members, but importantly, make sure that you're staying in contact with positive people, people that can either help you with your job search or people that can help make this transition period just a little bit easier. I hope you got some value from this. If you did, I would appreciate you liking the video and sharing it. And if you haven't already, subscribing to this channel. Losing a job is incredibly difficult. You'll be questioning yourself. You'll be incredibly worried. Importantly, try to keep in mind that this is temporary. It's a temporary setback. Stay positive. Keep your resume updated. Target your resume to each position you're applying for. And hopefully before too long, you'll be receiving offers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.